Get this moved around. These are all the options. These are actually different versions of Jones in the Fast Lane. There was a EGA version, there was a VGA version, and then the following year, there's the enhanced CD-ROM version. And since the CD-ROM version supports both digital speech and the Roland MT32, that is the version we are going to be playing tonight. Jones in the Fast Lane. We are in the era of multimedia extravaganza intros. I remember seeing the term Roland MT32 on all these games when you installed them, but I never knew anybody that had one. All my friends, nobody had one. We were all Sound Blaster kids. Well, I was an ad-lib kid for a while, and then I became a Sound Blaster kid. Let me know if I have to turn this music down any lower. That is true. You can go to jonesinthefastlane.com and it launches DOSBox, and you can play this game right in your browser. So I'm not going to do my entire podcast because the podcast is going to be a lot like listening to tonight's stream probably. But Jones in the Fast Lane was essentially one of the earliest. The idea is to take a board game and put it on a computer. When you hit the mute button, what is the Windows again to unmute? I don't know the answer to that, to be honest with you. You muted the sound, did you? I can't help you on that one. Of course, if I'm muted, you can't hear us. So there were board games on computers prior to this, but this is like one of the earliest original board games that was made specifically for computers. Did you figure it out? Good. So this Jones in the Fast Lane supports 1 to 4 players, and if you play with one player, you have the option of playing against Jones, which is the CPU players. So the goal of Jones in the Fast Lane is when you start a game, well, we should just go through it. Why should I talk about it? I was going to have it play the demo, but you'll get just as much out of playing the game. So let's just play the game. We're going to pick one player, and these are the 4 people, and there is no difference between these people's stats or qualities or abilities or anything. It's literally just different looks. So we'll be the cool dude here. You have to put yourself back in the early GUI mindset. You want to just go like, oh, click this dude. But no, there's a button down here that says select. Now, these are the goals for the game. You have 4 separate life goals, and these are sliders. So basically, you set the level for your own game. So there's a range, I think it's 160 to 250. You're on 200 right now. So this is your finances. How good are you doing in the game with your job? Are you earning enough money? Are you not in debt? And so we can make that higher. We're going to make all these as low as possible, actually. This is your happiness. How happy are you? In fact, I think if you click this question mark, it'll tell us. This is your education, which we'll have to start going to college. This is definitely a game that's a lot, just like a it's a lot of work in this game. And then finally over here is this is our actual job. Our how are we doing? Have we made our way up the corporate ladder? It's interesting. One of the things I talk about briefly on the podcast is that the cover of this game, even though there are 4 players and there are 2 men and 2 women, the cover just has 2 guys in work clothing running with briefcases, which is just kind of an interesting observation from the times. Let's do this here.
Wealth is defined as the total accumulation of money, savings, and investments. Try the stock market and be on the watch for Wild Willie. And most importantly, oops, I can't read this handwriting. I bet you can figure it out for yourself.
Here we go. Let's see. So if we do this.
Wealth is defined as the total accumulation of money, savings, and investments. Try the stock market and be on the watch for Wild Willie. And most importantly, oops, I can't read this handwriting. I bet you can figure it out for yourself. Happiness is accumulated by acquiring goods, achieving goals, taking time off from work, and helping little old ladies cross the street so they don't get hit by any speeding marbles.
By the way, your player piece is a marble. That's the joke. These are all. So the story is that a separate group of developers came up with the idea for this game. They programmed the basic game, and then Sierra bought it, and then Sierra turned it into the game that it is now by adding all the colorful graphics, the digitized video and people that you will see, and all the humor.
Education is accumulated by attending the university and graduating from the classes offered. A computer and some reference books can be very beneficial to your studies. Career is achieved by working hard, climbing the corporate ladder, improving your skills, dependability, and advancing your education. Remember, hire a kid. They have all the answers.
So there you go. There's a little taste of the ha-ha funny dad jokes you're going to be getting in Jones and the Fast Lane. Oh, wow. Yeah, I never called them. Okay, so we've set this as low as possible. We'll hit play. And would we like to challenge Jones? Sure. And then we could say take it easy, play fair, or go for broke. But we will say take it easy on this here. And what we'll do for Jones is we're going to... Oh, I can't adjust his. Well, that's terrible. I was going to help us out here. Hey, Mac Apple. How are you doing? So this is our round. So let me explain to you what's going to happen here. This is where we are. We have this green marble. That is our player token. And we will move around the board. And there's no dice. We're not going to be rolling a die. We're just going to pick where we want to go. And everything you do takes a slice of time. So this is our timer down here. And your turn is 1 week. So walking around the board takes time, going into a store takes time, talking to someone takes time, everything takes time, and when you run out of time, your week is over. So around the board, here's where we live in low rent housing. This is the rent office. This is Les Secure. These are the high dollar rental apartments. You want to, by the way, if you've ever played the game of life, the board game of life, this is very similar to that. In the podcast, I said that it is probably somewhere between the board game life and The Sims. I mean, it's not really like The Sims, but the idea is the same, like trying to boost your character by doing things. Here is Black's Market, where you can buy and sell things. What is this? Oh, this is the factory. The bank. There's the bank. There is a thing that happens in this game where a guy will try to rob us at various times, and so if you have cash on you, it'll take your money. And also, he will rob your apartment because you live in these crappy apartments. But if you live over here in these security apartments, you don't get robbed. So that is a goal to try to get from here to here. This is the bank, and all these places you can also work at. There's the employment office, which is where we'll be going first. Again, this is your timer for the entire week, and it's not real time. The time is not being taken away as we're sitting here. It's only based on your movements around the board. This is the college, High Tech U. This is Socket City, where you can buy electronics. This is QT Clothing, where you can work, but you'll also have to buy clothing. So Drezu has stumbled on one of the Easter eggs, I guess, in the game, is that this is Monolith Burgers, which is from Space Quest. It's a Space Quest joke. And so every round you have to eat. And if you don't eat, then on the next round you lose a bunch of your time, and it says, well, you were too hungry, so you lost time. So you have to spend money every round to eat, and it's very expensive. And then this is Z-Mart, where you can buy things, and then this is a pawn shop. Now, what's weird about the pawn shop is if you're playing with a multiplayer game, players can pawn items that they own to the pawn shop, and then eventually, after enough rounds, players can buy them. But you can't. But there's nothing in the pawn shop except for the things that belong to other players. So the pawn shop is empty right now. There's nothing to buy there, and so it's because we're playing a one-player game. There will never be anything in the pawn shop. So there's really no reason to go to the pawn shop. All right. So to get this started, we got to get a job. So let's go here to the employment office. Walk over there.
Welcome to Acme Employment, where your skills and our expertise add up to disappointment.
Now, each of these things, let me click on one and see if they're taking up time. I don't think it does. So this is the employment office. These are the jobs. Like here's a clerk, $4 an hour, assistant manager, $6 an hour, and manager, $7 an hour. Oops, I didn't mean to leave.
Welcome to the Pacific International Grand Gratuity Yield Bank, PIGGY. We take very little interest in you.
Let's see what else we got here. So the thing is, like, let's say I want to get a job at, I usually try to do the university, although that's not the best choice. From a strategy point, there's entire strategy guides online that tell you the best moves to make to try to beat the game. So, like, let's go to Socket City and get a job as a clerk.
No openings.
So you'll always get no openings, or you're not qualified, or whatever. And notice that took a little slice out of my time, right? So let's go. One of the easiest jobs to get starting out as a clerk at the burger place. I try to get a job at, I don't know if it's a good strategy, but I try to get a job at the college, because if you're trying to get a career at the college, then you don't have to walk around. We're going to be a janitor.
No openings.
Oh, no. All right, let's go to the burger place.
Congratulations, you got the job.
We are now happy employees of Monolith Burgers. One of the things we could do, let's see, if I right click here, we can get a little summary, a little dot matrix printer printout. We've got, I work at Monolith as a cook. Boy, look at that. You can tell how this stuff is in their database. You know what I mean? Works at Monolith, and then this is a separate line as a cook. Hourly wage $4, cash $200, savings 0, rent owed 0. That's good. Loan balance, net worth $200. This is what I own. My investments, okay. So there's your little statistics. There is also a menu up here. How do I get to the menu? About Jones F10. I don't know why I can't. Maybe I can't get to it while this menu is open. Alright, who cares? Alright. Let's see, what else we gotta do? I know we definitely have to eat before. Let's go and roll in a class here.
Welcome to High Tech U. Our alumnus hasn't complained yet.
And so we will enroll in trade school.
You need to enroll in a class first.
Oh. Enroll.
The enrollment fee is the amount.
Let's go to junior college.
Would you like to enroll?
Yes.
Thank you. You may select the class of your choice.
So to graduate, I have to take 9 more classes, right? So watch my time down here. So I already paid my money, right? And down here you can see how much money I have. And if I click on one, see how it jumps up on that. So you can't just sit here and graduate, you know. It could be out low. I don't know exactly who it is, but everybody in this game is a Sierra employee. All right, now we got to go eat or we will be penalized.
Welcome to Monolith Burger. Our food is untouched by human hands, only by teenagers.
So I did play this quite a bit as a kid, but the biggest problem with these types of games, it's a multiplayer game, but it's controlled with the mouse. So it's hard to get 4 different people to use the mouse. So what you end up doing is one person driving and them saying, okay, I guess buy a cheeseburger. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't matter which one of these that you get, really, but you have to get something. So I almost always just get fries just because it's the cheapest.
Try our new licorice and liver shake.
Gross. Now, I have another button here that's work. And so let's see here. $97. And clocked in there. Now you can see my time here that's left, right? Not very much. Probably got time for one more shift. Done. Now it's Jones' turn. So we actually get to watch Jones' turn all the way through here.
Welcome to Agony, where every last job is a blemish on your resume. No openings. No openings. No openings. No openings. No openings. Congratulations, you got the job.
Welcome to Monolith Burger.
I think
Our
that the
assistant
different
manager
food
knows the
affects your
final food.
happiness.
Sounds delicious.
You washed and waxed your marble this weekend right before it rained.
So Now, this is something that happens every round, is there's a random, let's just call it what it is, a random penalty. So, I lost $15 just for no reason, okay? The only time that doesn't happen, I believe, is if you purchase a computer and then you can do side work over the break and you'll actually earn money, but you have to own a computer. Otherwise, it's no good. So let's go to Socket City and see about buying a computer.
Welcome to Socket City. Our salespeople are here to help you spend.
So as you can see here, now these are things that will affect your happiness in the game, and also these are investments that will increase your net worth. But as you can see, a computer's $1,300, and a lot of these the prices will fluctuate throughout the game. So there is a strategy in buying low and selling high, but as you can see, we can't even afford anything here. So let's just go around here a little bit. This is the clothing store.
Welcome to QT Clothing, open 24 hours. We never close.
And so we've got dress clothes, casual clothes. We can buy different clothes. Now what will happen throughout the game, there's no real reason for us at this point to buy clothes, but at some point our clothes will wear out and then we will have to buy new clothes, or our little guy will become naked and will just be wearing a barrel. So that'll happen at some point. If you get a better job, you have to come here and buy better clothes, business suits, and things like that. Okay. Might as well knock this out.
Our burgers aren't broiled or fried, they're poached.
And we'll work. May come back and work more. Let's go up here to Z-Mart.
Welcome to Z-Mart, where shoddy merchandise comes home to roost.
Again, these are things. Now, this is a whole side. Hey, Jason, welcome to the party. This is a whole side strategy here. Is what you could do is, instead of buying the fast food every week, eventually, if you can afford a refrigerator, then you could buy a week's worth of food, which is much cheaper, or a month's worth, and store it in your refrigerator. But you have to have the refrigerator and maybe the stove. You definitely have to have the refrigerator to be able to do that. Now they've got some casual clothes here and some dress clothes. But we're not wasting money because this game is hard enough. Don't worry, in about 3 moves I will be completely broke. I told you about the pawn shop, but we'll just look here.
Welcome to the pawn shop. Nothing is too hot for us to handle.
But as you can see, there's nothing here.
We have no pawned items for sale at this time.
Because it's only items that are bought and sold by other players. This is our apartment. We can go see. We don't really own anything, so there's nothing here right now. We could relax. Raise our... I don't know what that raises your happiness. Here's the rent office. Oh, they're closed right now. I don't owe rent. Let's see. Your time's running low. This is the apartments. Let's go to the Black's Market over here.
Welcome to Black's Market, where every day is double coupon day.
This is not modem playable. So you had to have all your friends gathered around, everybody using the mouse. So see, here you go. You could have at the grocery store here, food for a week, for 2 weeks, for a month. You can also buy lottery tickets. I don't know of everything that I've read said it's almost impossible to ever win the lottery, both in real life and in this game. Let's buy a newspaper.
Salmon biting off North Shore of Bass Lake.
I don't know what purpose that really serves. Let's buy some lottery tickets.
Thank you for shopping at Black's Market.
All right. This is the factory, which I don't think you can do anything if you don't work here.
Welcome to the factory, where the work is hard, the pay is low, and the conditions are miserable.
Jason, this is Jones in the fast lane. And here we are in our last move. We probably don't have... We won't have enough experience for a new job in a long time.
Not enough experience.
And our turn is up. Now it's Jones' turn.
You went out and caught your own frog legs this weekend.
Our burgers aren't
So you can
broiled
kind of
or
learn
fried.
strategy by
They're
watching what
toast.
Jones does. He goes and look how much he's working. Actually, he just spent his entire turn working.
You went to San Diego to play in the Over the Line tournament.
So right off the bat, I get hit with $50. I think every once a month we have to pay rent. So we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to go to burger place. We're going to eat. We're going to work and try to get some money saved up here.
The manager would like you to sign a petition to abolish the minimum wage.
And then we're trying a different strategy than he's doing. The AI is not bad. It's just it's perfect. It's very perfect. You know what I
spent the
mean?
weekend in the laundromat washing your clothes. Now that was exciting.
Will that be all?
Congratulations, you got the job.
So he's moving up the
Welcome
chain
to
already, and now
High-Tech U, where one good
the
term deserves
education will
Your
open up other job
enrollment
opportunities
fee
as well.
has been accepted.
You crawled around on your knees chasing snails this weekend.
At least it was relatively cheap. So now I owe rent of $325, which I have no intention of paying. But eventually they'll just garnish your wages.
Our shakes are so thick, you can't even swallow them.
I don't know if that counts for the food. Maybe it does. Let's try that. I guess I'll pay rent like a good person. Let's do that. And then let's go to the rent office.
Welcome to the rent office. Our closets are so roomy you'll never want to come out.
Slip that one by. Pay rent for 1 month. Rent low cost apartment. I thought I was.
Please tell all of your rich friends about, us.
All right. So the thing about this game is that if you read the reviews, I want to
You
see what it
spent
does
your
here.
weekend trying to remove the mildew between the shower tiles.
Let's see if he pays his rent.
Welcome to the rent office. Our security apartments feature 24-hour unit guards. Thank you, but please don't call me at 4 in the morning again.
The reviews were pretty
Your workout is
good.
better pick up sooner. You're fired.
Whoa. It was just seen as such a groundbreaking game, which looking back on it today, it doesn't seem that groundbreaking, you know.
You took a long hot bath this weekend and emerged looking like a California raisin.
Less time. Oh, sales. Look here. That said less time due to hunger. And then I had to go to the doctor. So now half my time is gone and I lost money. So that is the penalty for not eating. That takes time. We got a degree. We're going to go use that degree to flip burgers real quick. Oh, geez, I only have $25 because I lost all that money. So I don't have enough money for...
You don't have enough cash.
So now I'm going to get hit again. So this is where you get, just like real life, now you're about to see me get kicked multiple times while I'm down.
This weekend, you won first prize in a beauty contest and collected $10. Whoops, wrong game.
Our shakes are so thick, you can't even swallow them.
So now...
You spent your weekend thinking about work. Yuck.
So I'm going to lose $10. Now I lose a third of my time. Now I have to go... oh, you need new clothes. So now, let's take a look here. I'm a cook. I make $4 an hour. I have $20 cash. And I have nothing. I mean, so now, I mean, this is where we are 6 weeks into the game, right? So let's go to Monolith. Let's just do some work.
No time is left for work.
Oh, but then I didn't eat. Ugh.
You spent your weekend trying to remove the mildew between the shower tiles.
So like a lot of these types of games, Chezu, you nailed it, man. You nailed it.
Our burgers aren't broiled or fried, they're poached.
It's hard to get ahead. It's hard to get ahead in life and in this game.
Welcome to QT Clothing. Thursday is double shoulder pad day. It's the real you.
What's he doing now?
Congratulations, you've been given a raise.
You got a raise. Meanwhile, I'm about to be wearing a barrel.
You took a friend out to a cheap restaurant this weekend.
$17. That don't seem that cheap. Hey, Steel Rat and I went to a lost time due to hunger. What else I got here? Go to the doctor. And now I have no clothes. Now here's the problem. If I go to Monolith Burgers...
You're not properly dressed for work.
You can't work because you don't have clothes. But I will eat.
Would you like some deep fried potatoes and deep fried pie with your deep fried sandwich?
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. Do I have enough money for clothes? Yes.
It's nice like that. Just a tad tight around the bottom.
All right. Yeah, no kidding. Like, where did I go? Where did I take a friend to go out to eat for $17? when Astro Chicken costs $105. Like, it must have been a pretty cheap place.
You went scuba diving in La Jolla.
Hetzel, you have employees that wear pajamas to work? That's crazy.
You can find us in any town. Just follow the trail of empty wrappers.
Not enough education.
When
Congratulations.
Jeff and I
You
first
got the
started out
job.
working at the help desk, we were contractors, but we worked on a help desk in a government building.
Been accepted.
And they told us that Friday was casual Fridays. And so
You read the Wall Street Journal this weekend.
I spent $17 reading a newspaper. What is this? Oh, so now rent's due. So it's $325 for rent, and I am $138. Let's go see if there's a better job. Hey, Dave. Dave, we're playing my real life simulator here, pretty much.
No openings.
All right.
Congratulations. You got the job.
All right, I moved up to clerk. Let's go put some hours in over here. Let's get some $59 French fries
Something
here.
else with that?
Let's work a couple of shifts. What should I do? Kind of just keep bouncing back and forth. When you're at the very beginning, you just gotta work on education, eat. I mean, I wish I could get enough to buy something. How much time I got? $279. Let's see if I can afford anything. Where am I at? Right here. It's a close move. What do I got? Nope. $279. I can't afford anything for sale.
You took a friend out to an expensive restaurant. This
Yeah,
weekend.
rent's coming every 4 weeks. Rent should be next move. Yep. Once a month.
Please tell all of your rich friends about, I mean us.
Welcome to Black's Market, the store with a little cheesecake.
Oh. He works at the market now.
This is my first job, so forgive me if I totally mess up your order.
You know, with any of these multimedia games, there's only so many responses, right? So you will,
You played in a ping pong tournament this weekend.
I didn't want to play ping pong. All right. Just follow the plan. Stick with the plan here. Buy some cheap fries.
Have you tried our new breakfast chili Riano?
That sounds great.
Your landlord has garnished some of your wages.
So now I'm not earning as much money because I didn't pay rent. That's great. Oh, I guess I don't have to do it. Nope, out of time. Yeah, I don't think the prices don't really reflect real prices for the most part. I certainly don't remember. Well, Encyclopedia's been almost $500. That could be. Is this my turn still? Oh, let's get some dog food.
Have a very good day.
I probably need to eat it when I run out of money
You
here.
spent your weekend trying to remove the mildew between the shower tiles.
That looks almost good enough to eat.
My aunt works for Encyclopedia Britannica still.
Congratulations, you've been given a raise.
How's this fool getting a raise? Oh boy, this guy's kicking my butt.
Your enrollment fee
I wonder if it'll show
has
me.
been accepted.
Yeah, okay, I can right click. He works at Black's Market as a butcher. He's making $12 an hour. Cash is $4.12. He has no savings, no rent, no loans. Man, I want to work at that market. All right. I didn't know. I guess it was interesting.
You went to Las Vegas in a $20,000 car and came back in a $200,000 Greyhound bus.
I don't know if they do have Encyclopedia Britannica hard copies. I don't know. She works in the HR department, and she said her job for the past 10 years has been firing people. I mean, she doesn't do the firing, but when they lay off people, they send her to her, and she helps them fill out their paperwork and stuff. And I believe she said the HR department is her and one other person. They keep trying to hire someone to replace them, but then they leave, and then they call her back. So I think she's quit 3 times. But they are in downtown Chicago. In fact, the building is right next to the fountain that's at the beginning of Married with Children. If you remember that, the shot of the fountain. We took the train to go see my aunt. When you get out, you're right there at that fountain. And that's what she does. So as a kid, we always had copies of Encyclopedia Britannica, which I remember were really, really expensive. But she got a free
Help
set
yourself
every
to
year.
A piece of our new 90-foot compressed salad bar.
All right, I'm buying something this round. I'm buying a VCR. I don't own a TV,
Perhaps I can interest you in something else.
but I'm buying a VCR. I've got a VCR. Oh, I can finish this round. Let's see. I'm making $5 an hour. Now, sometimes you gotta check these jobs because they'll go up. Like this will be a different price, and then that's how you can get a raise.
We're closing. You have to come back next week.
All right.
You played in a ping pong tournament this weekend.
Please dispose of trash properly.
Not enough education. Congratulations, you got the job.
I didn't see what it was. Some of his moves go fast.
Welcome to Socket City. Go ahead.
Oh, somebody's
Try to talk
jealous
us
of
down.
my VCR. Oh, no, that's where he works now. Look at you, got time to rest. Good Lord.
You went scuba diving in La Jolla.
It's pretty cheap scuba diving. All right, let's go see if we can what we can do with our lives here. Oh.
Poor work history.
Poor work history? What are you talking about?
No openings.
All right. So I didn't like the factory. Let's look at Black's Market here. Are they hiring? Where are they at here?
Congratulations, you got the job.
All right. Maybe I should have applied for a better job. I think it's too late now.
Poor work history.
Well, yeah, I never showed up for work because I just got the job. Where am I at? Come on now. Let's earn some money.
Your landlord garnished some of your wages.
Oh. Well, that could happen. Did I eat? I forgot if I ate. No way. It's a great looking mullet.
We now make our sandwiches from 100% biodegradable material.
You spent the weekend in the laundromat washing your clothes. Now that was
Oh yeah,
exciting.
Encarta. That was cool. We had Groliers that came with at
Will that be all?
Best Buy.
You spent the weekend hiking around Yosemite.
That was not me. All right. Rent is due. Okay, do I have enough money to pay rent? No. But that's gonna be it. Now we're earning some money. Look at that. Okay. Let's go pay our rent.
Thank you. But please don't call me at 4 in the morning.
Don't worry, honey. I should have worked one extra shift. Now let's go eat. Groliers, 3D dinosaur. What else do we have there?
Next to disposable diapers, we're the most familiar sight on the highways.
Now I've had a pretty good work history over there at the old market. Forgot what I make. See, I'm a butcher making $10 an hour, right? Oh no, I'm a checker. I'm a checker making $7. Never mind, I had delusions of grandeur.
Not enough education.
Oh, I gotta go to school for butcher school. All right.
You went scuba diving in La Jolla.
I think there's 3 apartments. There's 3 apartment rates.
Thank you. But please don't call me at 4 in the morning again.
That lady's got delusions of
Something
grandeur.
else with that?
Man, I'm pretty. I didn't explain this up front, but
Not enough education.
there's
Why are you asking for less money?
the old saying, "Keeping Up with the Joneses." The name of this game
You got the job.
was supposed to be "Keeping Up with the Joneses." That was the original pitched.
You watched them change the mannequins at QT Clothing this weekend.
So it was supposed to be called Jones in the Fast Lane. No, it was supposed to be called Keeping Up with the Joneses, but they the original version that was pitched to Sierra was called Keeping Up with the Joneses. But there was some sort of copyright licensing issue. Somebody already owned that name in the video game market. So they combined the terms Keeping Up with the Joneses and life in the fast lane. So it's Jones in the fast lane. So that's where the name actually came from. All right, let's go to the market. I mean, I'm just not making any headway here, but that's how this game is. Okay, let's do that. Let's get some food.
Would you like some Thousand Island, secret sauce with that?
That's funny. I wish there were trainers for this, but there is a great walkthrough that I found online that I talk about on the podcast. Maybe if I know it.
Need to enroll. The enrollment fee is the amount.
Oh, that's cheap. $37. But there's a strategy guide, and it basically tells you, like, it's like, get this job, do this for 2 weeks, do this, do that, and it kind of is like a cheat sheet of what to do in what order to really help you out. The manual does tell you some things like,
would you like some Thousand Island?
Like it explains that you need a refrigerator before you could buy a week's worth of food and stuff like that. So there are some hints in the manual, but a lot of it's trial and error. You just got to figure stuff out.
Welcome to the factory. Please wear your safety helmet during scheduled inspections.
Yeah, this is a tough city to live in.
Your enrollment fee has been accepted.
All right, let's see.
You had your marble repainted this weekend.
Right, now notice these prices start going up. $48 right off the top of my round. All right, let's do the food first and see if we can get a degree real quick. I think fries are always the cheapest.
You can save 45 minutes by flushing that right now.
That's funny. It's probably true. That's the world's fastest degree. Boy, if going back to school had been like that. Nope.
You spent the weekend examining yourself under the fluorescent lights in the bathroom. Yup.
This week only, buy 2 burgers and get the shakes for free.
Alright, what's he up to here? Oh, he's working on a degree for something.
You rented some movies and ate artificially flavored buttered popcorn.
Oh, God, that sounds good. I'm going to have some microwave popcorn when I'm done streaming tonight. Hey, I bought one of those big giant batteries for my van. It's a off-brand, but I've been testing it. Like, it's 1,000 watts. It's over 1,000 watts, and so I charged my phone with it, and I charged my iPad with it, and I was doing everything. But it's 1,000 watts, so I went and got my son's old dorm refrigerator or microwave that we bought him for college, and hooked it up, and it draws 915 watts, but it runs it, so I was able to run the microwave. So it's all going in the van. It's coming together slowly. And someday I'll just be doing the show from the van. It'll be good times. This will be me. This is just a really early van simulator. I'll just be driving around town. Drezu says, I have more patience than he does. He would have said, forget this game as the frustration level increased a long time ago. Well, I mean, I'm playing it right now because we're streaming. We got, need something to do. But that's a bad way to look at it. But don't want my degree. I want to go get a better job. I need to work too. Shoot. Let's see. What am I doing right now? I'm still a checker at $7 an hour. Let's see if I can move up.
No openings.
All right, let's go look at the factory.
Poor work history.
Anything more than $7 an hour, I would take. Oh, I don't want to be there. Anything at the burger place? Nope. Manager $7 an hour. Socket City? Ooh.
Poor work history.
I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm a good worker. Well, then they just kicked me out. When do I foresee the van being done? Mid 2023? No way. The van will be done well before the end of the year. I'd like to see the van done by the end of October. I mean, it may not be like its finished state, but it will be a good enough state to go out and have fun in.
Not enough experience.
Oh man, come on.
We're closing. You have to come back next week.
You spent the weekend in the laundromat washing your
Susan
clothes.
be partaking
Now
in the
that
stealth
was
camping,
exciting.
or will you be running solo? Well,
This
it's
week
an
only,
interesting
buy
question
2 burgers and get the shakes for free.
because, like, I bought a motorcycle one time, and Susan was like, "Well, I might go with you," and so I had to buy a motorcycle that with a seat for 2 people.
You've been given a raise.
And then she went riding like once or twice. So I owned it for 5
Welcome to the
years.
Pacific International Grand Gratuity Yield Bank,
Oh.
PIGGY,
He's
where
making
we
a
do savings
deposit.
and loans without a crisis.
Oh, we haven't seen this. So
You sat around and played solitaire all weekend.
I'm waiting for that. That's an expensive game of solitaire. So the idea, I mean, it has to be able to sleep 2 people for if she wants to go. But I think 90% of the time she will not be wanting to go. Now, Susan would go, like Susan will go if I go, "Hey, this weekend, do you want to go to the lake? And we'll go camp at the lake and do something." Like, she would love to do that. Or do you want to go to this park or something like that? But I don't think what she's interested in is what I want to do, which is just like, "Hey, I'm going to this random spot in the city and I'm going to crash here and, like drive to this, go to this other town and stay there for the night and then come in." You know what I mean? So I think, I have to build it where it could sleep 2 people, but there's a million types of ways to do that. There's a lot of beds that fold up, almost like a futon, but like a bench seat that seats 1 and doesn't take up a lot of space, but then it scoots out and it holds 2 people. It's that kind of state like that. I'll tell you a funny story. When I moved to Spokane, Washington, I drove from Oklahoma City to Spokane, which is 1,800 miles. I did it a couple times in 3 days, but once I did it in 2 days. I did the math, and if you were to drive straight through, that trip would take you 32 hours, and I did it one time in 36 hours. So I drove 18 hours, slept 4, and drove 18 hours. I probably shouldn't have done that in retrospect. It was pretty sketchy by the time I got home. I was falling asleep while I was driving. It wasn't a good thing. But anyway, one time I made that drive with Susan in the car. Now, when I did it by myself, I did not get a hotel room. I stayed at in a casino parking lot one night. I stayed in a hotel parking lot one night. And then I got to Spokane, And so one time Susan rode with me, and we went to a hotel, and I just parked outside the hotel, and I was like, this is where we're sleeping. And she goes, okay, great. And so I said, make yourself comfortable, lay the seat back and get some rest. And when the sun comes up in the morning, we'll hit the road. And so I laid back like this. And then I had my eyes closed for like 30 seconds. And then Susan goes, wow, you can hear a lot of cars out here. And I sat up, I was like, yep, all right. I mean, this is nobody knows that your car's here. This is a safe place to be. Get some sleep. She says, okay. I close my eyes. And then she goes, woo, it's kind of chilly in here. I go, yeah, put a coat on over you. We're going to go to sleep now. And I close my eyes, and then she goes, I go, do you want to get a room in this hotel? She's like, I think we should. I goes, all right. And so we went and got a hotel room. So that was what my original car camping experience was like with my wife. And the funny thing is, my wife and I traveled through work so many times for so many years that we had tens and tens of thousands of hotel points. One of the things that our job allows us to do is when we fly or stay at hotels, we're allowed to keep the points, like for our personal things. So if I stay at hotels for work, I get the points. And so, we would go, like, I could just go on a trip and Susan would say, hey, we've got enough points, we could get a free hotel room. So on that trip that I went on, I could have got free hotel rooms. I could have stayed at a hotel for free. I just didn't want to. I wanted the excitement. But I will tell you this, one other thing. On one of my recent trips, I say recent, this was years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. I went on a road trip in my truck, and I did the exact same thing. I pulled into a hotel parking lot at night. Days in, it was dark, the cars are already there. And I laid down, and it was the most uncomfortable night. I did not sleep well. I hurt the next day. Like the whole next day, my shoulder, my hip hurt from sleeping on the back seat. I had the seatbelt thing digging into my hip. It was terrible, and that's kind of when I decided, I was like, listen, I got to find a more comfortable way to do that. So when this van life stuff came up, I was like, I think that'll be fun. So I'm going to drive down to where 1010 lives, which is not that far from me. And we're going to go thrift store shopping, and then I'll sleep in the van. And then the next morning I'll make the 30-minute drive back home. I'll just be parked out in front of his house, which is funny because the van looks like an FBI surveillance van. It's just solid white, no windows on the side. And now it has the little fan thing on the top of it. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun adventures, but we'll see. I might use it twice and sell it. Who knows? Of course, rinse due. Now see, this is rinse due, right? Let me go work over here and just see how much money I have. But that's the thing with this game is, like, I don't even have enough money saved up after all these turns to pay 1 month of rent. You know what I mean? That's what's hard about this game, and this job. All right, let's eat, let's pay rent, and then let's try to get another better job. Fries are up to $60.
Would you like some Thousand Island, secret sauce with that?
Let's go pay rent.
Thank you. See you soon.
That lady's weird. All right. Maybe I need some better clothes for these jobs. What do we got left at, where do I work now? Don't you feel like I deserve a better job at where I already work?
No openings.
That's bonk, man.
Not enough education.
Oh, I thought I was going to be a teacher. I like to go from the janitor at the market right to be the teacher.
Your apartment.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Tintin says, have I been throwing around ideas for the outside of the van, like printing vinyl stickers, or vinyl decals? Well, one of the things I did look at is the largest size
cash or charge?
magnet that they sell is like $150, and that's for like a 3.5 by 3.5 foot magnet. And so I could get 2 of those, and there's different opinions on doing the van life thing.
You went bowling with friends this weekend.
Some people say, let's see, what is that? You need new clothes. So I got 1 round till I buy clothes. Some people say by not having anything, it's more nondescript and it won't be memorable. So even if you put something on the side, it gives somebody a reason to remember your van, and then they go, oh, I know that van. So if you are parking around the same area multiple times, it wouldn't be good. But if you're just moving in somewhere, just staying one day and getting out, then it could be to your advantage. So I like the idea of a magnet because you could take them on and put them off. So I went through an idea, or I was brainstorming ideas because I was like, you could put like so-and-so cleaners, but then someone said, if you put, cleaners, that might mean that you have tools in there, and somebody might break into your van looking for tools. And so I was trying to come up with something for something that you could put like a brand on the side, but that people would not want to break into your van, then you start thinking about like, body removers or crime scene investigators, something like that. But then I think it was my wife who suggested that I should make a sign for hotel bed bug cleaning. And so then that's what it was like, hotel, and I came up with the name for the Happiness Hotel, because that's from the Muppets. I love it. I love old school Muppets, and I love the Happiness Hotel. And so I was like, that's perfect. So if I do a sign, that's what I want to put: Happiness Hotel bed bug cleaning, or something like that. Yeah, my van looks like somebody driving around trying to give candy to kids is what mine looks like. Okay, we're at the start of our round. We're gonna do the same old thing here. We're not gonna play this too much longer. I'm almost had my fill of it.
Try our new licorice and liver shake.
All right, we did that. I forgot. Didn't I get a new job? No, it didn't let me get a job. I'm still a checker at the market. Let's work a little bit. But I'm not doing anything to improve my station in life is the problem, Factory.
No openings. Not enough education.
Nothing at the factory. Let's see it. Butcher?
Congratulations.
Oh!
You got the job.
Look at that. All right.
No time is left to work.
All right. Let's not be mean about it.
You went deep sea fishing this weekend.
Hey! Oh, good luck on the install there, Pencil. I need to take mine out. The spring broke on the door of my front loader dishwasher, so it doesn't look that bad. But of course, you have to pull the entire thing out of the cabinet and do that.
Ooh, you look good enough to eat.
dog poop pickup. I could just smear some dog poop on the van. It would be like, this is the dog poop van.
Not enough education.
All
No
right.
openings.
I'm about done with this. I just don't seem to be getting anywhere.
You got the job.
And now Jones is doing good, so let's see.
You played in a volleyball tournament this weekend.
So we can save our game. All right. There's the credits. There's help. There is change the animation speed, the graphic detail level, which doesn't seem to make any change. I think on the CD-ROM version, it's always the highest. It could be there's volume, turn the messages on and off, your statistics and your goals. Let's look at the statistics. Oh, that's everything. We already had that. Let's look at our goals. Who's winning? Oh, look at that. He's at 81% and I'm at 67%, which is slightly better than a coin toss. So there you go. Well, we've saved the game.